G'day and welcome to Harry's Big Shed again. If you're not a subscriber yet, take a good hard look at yourself. Just kidding, we can still remain friends, but I really would appreciate it. So you've seen me working on a Patrol, you've seen me working on a Commodore Ute, you've seen me working on a Silverado, but I also own a VE SSV Commodore that a couple of months ago I copped an EPA notice on. I wasn't even pulled up by the cops. Someone saw the car, I think it was in a car park, and they basically just sent off a thing to the EPA to say, we think this car's a bit too loud. So, of course, I went, this can't be good. I've been driving the car around this way. I've owned this car for 8 years or 9 years now, as it is. So a bit of work had to go into it. The first thing I did was buy myself a little dB meter, which I have right here. I think I paid $50 at the local electronics store for this thing, and you know, I don't think in any way it's as accurate as what the actual testers are using, but it gave me a good indication. And the first test we did, the car was registering well over 110 decibels at 4,200 RPM. So for this particular vehicle, I've allowed a maximum of 82 decibels at 4,200 RPM. So I was well and truly above that. So what do? I found and purchased a set of standard mufflers for it. I also bought a standard center section for it because this car, as I say, as I bought it, it's got aftermarket extractors on it and it's got aftermarket high flow cats on it. To buy manifolds was easy enough, but to find secondhand catalytic converters, they're like unicorn poo. Because everyone's taken them to the scrappers because they're just being paid so much for them. So, process of elimination and experimentation. The first thing we did was put the standard mufflers on the exhaust system as it sat, and it was still way too loud. So we then pulled the center section out because from the cats it's 3-inch basically straight through. There's a couple of hot dogs in there, but it's basically straight through, so there's no center muffler in the system that it had. So we got the center section, and I got my mate Max, who's made a number of cameo appearances on this channel, to help me modify that so we could bolt that up to the catalytic converters that were in the car. We also did a little bit of playing around with the standard mufflers, and we eventually got it down to where it needed to be. On the last test I did here, it was at 83 decibels, and I thought, you know what, I'm prepared to take my chances at the testing station because the way the process works, you get 28 days to do it, and I needed to get an extension, and then I got another extension. It got to the point where they said, look, you know, unless you're prepared to give us a statutory declaration that you're actually doing things to fix this vehicle, we're not going to give you another extension. So I did that, and as I say, we just kept playing and playing and playing and playing and playing to the point where I went, well, you know what, if my $50 meter is telling me that it's at 83 decibels, I'm prepared to take my chances. So I booked it in for testing, and lo and behold, she passed. I've got my little certificate here. I'm not going to show you the details of that because then I could get into trouble for giving people the opportunity to recreate that. But I've got the certificate here, which is all good, and she has passed. So this car is back on the road again. I'm not going to fire it up now. Obviously, I've just driven it into the workshop. It's been raining out there, something severe all day. But yeah, it is possible. You don't have to just throw your hands up in the air and go, oh, well, that's it for the car. It's modified and there's no way we're ever going to get it through. So this is just a quick one to show you that, you know, things happen. If you get caught out, you can actually bring these vehicles back to a legal level. So thank you very much for watching. Again, I can't believe the amount of feedback we get. It really does warm the cockles of my heart. And yeah, again, hit the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything. Hit the like button, share this with your friends, and yeah, I'll get up to something next time on Harry's Big Shed.